Spoiler alert. The following will contain spoilers for The Mandalorian. What's up, everybody? It's me, E-Man from E-Man's Movie Reviews, and welcome back. We've got another episode of The Mandalorian. We're on chapter 10 right now. I gotta say, this was actually a pretty solid episode. I still feel a little deprived, though, because this episode did also feel really short. Either way, I think it's fair to say that this was probably one of the most unsettling episodes in the entire series. So let's just jump right into it and go through the whole episode. After killing the crate dragon, Mando is on his way back to his ship. However, thanks to the bounty placed on him and Baby Yoda by Moff Gideon, bounty hunters set up a trap to capture them. He makes quick work of them, except for the one that's holding Baby Yoda hostage at knife point. Mando gives up his jetpack in exchange for Baby Yoda's safety, and the alien bounty hunter runs away with his new prize. That is, until Mando uses the remote control to turn the jetpack high in the sky and drop the alien hunter. Look, just right off the bat, I love how these episodes just kind of kick off with like the fighting and all the action and everything. I just want to say, I think that is a great way to open every single episode and to kind of give us a taste of what's to come later. Mando heads into town and finds Peli Motto at Chalmun's cantina. She's playing a game with a giant ant-like creature called Dr. Mandible. Mando is dismayed at the fact that Cobb Vanth was his only lead to finding another Mandalorian. That is until Dr. Mandible says that he can help Mando if he covers his wager in the game with Motto. She ends up winning the game, and Mandible agrees to send a contact to her hangar, and that contact will be able to reveal the location of the other Mandalorians. Dr. Mandible and the giant ant seems like a cool Easter egg to the giant ant in Ant-Man 2. Why? Because this episode was directed by Peyton Reed, who's directed all the other Ant-Man movies. Back to Motto's hangar, they get to roasting that crate dragon meat using the blast from a ship's engine. Okay, now I know I am not the only one that thought that crate dragon meat looked kind of succulent and delicious. I'm just saying, first they had that blue Kool-Aid, and I don't think it was hypnotic because it's Disney, you know, they trying to keep it friendly. But, man, that dragon meat was looking pretty good. Put a little herbs and spices on that. I just feel as though somebody is going to make a Mandalorian meal by the end of this season, and I'm telling you, that thing is going to be scrumdiddly-umptious. After speaking to Mandible's contact, Motto tells Mando that there's a Mandalorian covert in the next system. Part of the deal of the contact is safe passage into the next system, but of course there's another catch. Beyond having Mando give her a lift, the contact also insists that they travel without using the hyperdrive. Mando doesn't like that at all because traveling without using the hyperdrive can be very dangerous. Motto then reveals that the hyperdrive being turned off is actually to help preserve the life of several eggs of the passenger, who turns out to be a female of a frog species. The hyperspace apparently will kill this frog lady's eggs, and they are the last of her family line. She does confirm that her husband, who's on a moon in that next system, has seen Mandalorians in that area. So, Mando accepts the mission and takes off. While on the ship, Mando is unable to communicate with the frog lady. Meanwhile, we see Baby Yoda being extra thirsty looking at those frog eggs. Before Mando could stop him, Baby Yoda swallows one of the eggs. Now, when I first saw this, I really thought that, like, you know, Baby Yoda was, like, using the Force, maybe to even, like, communicate or relate to those frog eggs. But no. Instead, he's over here playing Hungry Hungry Hippo and just snacking on them eggs. But you know what? He's only a 50-year-old child, so maybe we just give him a pass for now, right? Mando is woken up by an alert as two New Republic X-Wing fighters surround his ship. They wanted to know why his transponder wasn't emitting, and Mando comes up with an excuse saying that his ship was just an older one from the pre-Empire surplus. Before leaving, the X-Wings ask for Mando to send them a ping, and while his bluffing isn't throwing them off, Mando dips off to the nearby planet to make a run for it. While trying to escape, Mando's ship crash lands onto the frozen surface, damaging his ship. Now, I actually thought this was pretty cool for a couple of reasons. Did you notice that one of the main X-Wing fighters was actually the main man himself, the chosen one, Dave Filoni? And if you don't know, Dave Filoni is like the second coming of George Lucas. His work on the animated Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels series is just nothing short of phenomenal work. But beyond that, I actually really loved the cinematography that was at play here. It was just wonderfully shot, and it's scenes like this that really make you remember why you love Star Wars. After the crash, Mando checks on the frog lady, but she's worried about her eggs. Mando goes to check on them, only to find that Baby Yoda is still popping another egg into his mouth. Jeez, man, again? I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because the last time in season 1, we did see Baby Yoda actually eating a frog. So I guess his species really likes frogs, but even then, I don't understand why he's so hungry all the time. Like, he's not even that big. Given the dropping temperature, Mando tries to keep everyone warm with some blankets. The frog lady, feeling frustrated with her inability to communicate with Mando, rewired the android Zero that was left over from the battle in season 1. With the droid's voice translator, she put some major shade on Mando for not keeping to his Mandalorian code of honoring their promises. Feeling salty, Mando goes out to repair the ship. During the repairs, Baby Yoda snitches on the frog lady, who has gone to find a hot spring in the cave. She clearly wanted to find a place to keep her eggs warm. Mando finds her after following her footsteps, and they start to gather up the eggs so they can leave and head back to the ship. However, Baby Yoda and his hungry self notice some eggs scattered along the cave floor. Being the greedy little munchkin that he is, he cracked open one of the eggs and ate the baby spider inside. Soon, a rumbling sound is heard, and all of the eggs start to hatch with a swarm of spiders coming straight for Mando and the others. Okay, I don't know about you, but this scene right here gave me Alien 2, Prometheus type of vibes. Especially with all those eggs laying around. Like, when Baby Yoda actually goes up and, starts cracking open the egg and stuff. And when they pulled out the spider, I really thought a facehugger was about to jump up and just bam, hit him straight in the face or something. And I gotta say, this was the part of the episode where I really started to get to the edge of my seat. As the spiders begin to swarm, the frog lady grabs her clothes and Mando picks up Baby Yoda and those eggs to begin to escape. Just then, a giant spider pops out and joins the chase. Mando starts blasting away and throws explosives all over the cave to slow the spiders down. He even roasts a couple of them with his flamethrower. They make their way back to the ship and the hull is still damaged, which allows the spiders to enter in. Mando and the others get back into the cabin as he tries to fend off the spiders. While inside, Baby Yoda was about to be attacked by the spiders until Frog Lady saved his life and blasted them away. Mando uses his flamethrower to burn the swarm and closes the door. Man, that chase scene, that was pretty intense. I gotta say, it was also pretty creepy. I mean, if you've got like arachnophobia or something, this episode was not for you. I mean, just thinking about it right now, you know how you be feeling like spiders be crawling on, and that giant spider. Look, I'm just saying, I would have needed a new pair of pants if that thing was real and was coming for me. That thing was no joke. But the one touching moment, like in all this madness, probably had to be when the frog lady actually saved Baby Yoda's life. I mean, I don't think we ever really get to know whether or not the frog lady actually knows that Baby Yoda is eating her eggs. I would have to assume that she knows that some of them are missing though, right? I mean, given how important these eggs are to her, I'm sure she would have kept a count. But either way, she still ends up saving his life. And right after that, Baby Yoda was over here looking up at her, almost like really respecting her, or maybe just being very appreciative of the fact that she just saved him. And for a second there, just for a second, I really thought that he actually felt sorry for eating her eggs. For a second. Mando fires up the ship's engine and begins to take off until the giant spider falls right on top of the ship. While the spider is about to make its way inside, we see red blaster fires raining down from outside. The blasters are killing almost all of the spiders, and it turned out that it was the two X-Wing pilots who were doing the shooting all this time. When the spiders were gone, one of the pilots said that they ran some checks on Mando's ship and discovered that there was an arrest warrant on Mando for abducting a prisoner. However, the records also show that Mando captured the 3 wanted criminals, and he risked his life to protect Lieutenant Davin from the New Republic. So instead of arresting Mando, and due to trying times, the pilots are willing to give Mando a pass. Mando offers to skip the bounty on those criminals in exchange for help to repair his ship. The pilots both said nah, and told him to get his transponder fixed before they blow him out the sky next time they see him. Mando preps up the ship as best as he can and flies off. Meanwhile, Baby Yoda slips himself one more egg. Well, that was definitely a nice save, and shout out to the New Republic. Now, if you were lost on a little bit of what they were saying, or what they were referring to when they were talking to Mando, a lot of this goes back to episode 6 of season 1. The prisoner they were talking about was Quinn, and the criminals Mando was working with were the ones who had the bounty. Honestly, if I had to give this like a little bit of criticism, I don't even know why they couldn't have just taken a couple of seconds to just throw some flashback scenes in there to help audiences remember. I mean, not everyone has gone back to rewatch the first season, so it doesn't hurt to just kind of help refresh people's memories. Look, I'll be honest, the first time I saw this, I didn't know what the hell they were talking about, and I had to kind of go back, go online, do some research, and just be like, oh, okay, that's what y'all referring to. Also, did you guys know that the other pilot was actually a cosplayer? I thought that was pretty dope. I mean, imagine you being a fan of a show or a movie franchise, and you actually get to be a part of it later on. I mean, my goodness, that's probably any fan's dream come true. Okay, but now can we talk about how Baby Yoda is like a whole jerk? I mean, the frog lady spent the entire episode talking about how important these eggs are, you know, it's the last of her family line. Then she actually goes around and saves Baby Yoda's life, and you still turn around and go eat her eggs? And that's supposed to be funny? I mean, yeah, I laughed, but it was still bogus. Look, all I'm saying is Baby Yoda might be cute, adorable, and all that stuff, but he's walking a fine line of becoming trash, too. Anyway, what did you think about this episode? What were some of your favorite parts? If I happen to miss anything or interesting Easter eggs, please feel free to post them in the comments down below. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I always really do appreciate it. If you're new here and you like what you see, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and be sure to hit that bell so you don't miss out the next time I drop a video. In the meantime, I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.